Good morning. Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM WEEB. Welcome back to the most listened to program in all of the Sand Hills. It's time once again for Mornings with the Leader Man. I am Steve Leader Adams along with the Colonel, retired Marine Colonel Jeff Drummond. Good morning, Colonel.
Hey, good morning, Moore County. Good morning, unfortunate Aberdeen, as the pilot likes to call you. Hey, let me tell you how nice the weather is this morning. When I came in, Steve was out in his parking lot with a big basket full of rose petals, throwing them out in front of himself as he walked into the door. So you need to get out and enjoy some of this.
Yeah, I was celebrating the cool weather.
Yes.
And don't forget, of course, now you got your morning story. Don't forget, of course, we're being heard and seen around the world on our live video stream. That's available to you right now at talk973.com, upper right-hand corner. I'm sorry, top middle of the page is where the link's located. If you're on your mobile device, YouTube does the work. Put Mornings with the Leader Man in the search. And if you're on your mobile device, just wanting our audio stream, fire up one of your streaming platforms, such as TuneIn, iTunes, or Streama. And where is my... back up. There you go. Where was I? Yeah. Fire up one of your streaming services like TuneIn, iTunes, Streama. Put WEEB in that search, and you can listen to us there. If you're on our website, it's in the upper right-hand corner of every web page, an icon that says, On the Air, Listen Live. Click on that once, and you're listening just that quick. Weather for us today here in the Sand Hills area, well, do you like nice weather? Come on now, be honest. Do you like the hot, sticky stuff? Because if you like the hot, sticky stuff, can't help you. Just a good weather for a while. Sorry about that. Sunny today, low dew points. I'm talking about in the 50s. For a high of 80. Then tonight, clear, low of 53. Tomorrow, sunny and 86. Although it's going to warm up over the weekend here. It's 86 Saturday, 86 Sunday, and then 88 Monday. The dew points will still be down and tolerable. Something about next Wednesday on the long-range computer said it was going to be back in the upper 60s, but I think that was a miscalculation on the part of the computer because the next day it has it back down in the 50s. So we'll see. All right, right now around the Sand Hills, winds are calm, visibility 9 statute miles, pressure 33, dew point. Can you say it with me? 48. Humidity 97%. It's clear, 49 degrees currently here at Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM WEEB.
I can't phone it in, I can't send it in.
And I like that song for some reason. You know, you turn it up with some woman's whispering ear, I'm going to bring it to you.
Can't mail it in. Well, she doesn't like going to the post office any more than you do.
I don't have a monopoly on that. Yeah. All the stories everybody could tell their experience at the post office. Nobody ever tells a good story.
No, I generally do pretty well at the post office. I don't have any.
Which one do you go to?
Usually, well, see, I don't want to say because if I go talking about it, people are going to go out there, and then I won't have a good experience at the post office. There'll be a line, so I'm not saying. But generally speaking, the guys have helped. I've been to several. It depends on where I am. I went over to the Pinehurst post office, and I was having a particular problem with something, and the gent said, "Hey, we can do this," and, helped out, and didn't have to. Start over, and, relabel and re-envelope and all this kind of stuff. He was pretty good.
Well, it's not good at the Southern Pines post office. It's awful.
Well, that one...
First, you can't find a place to park because the great place up the street, people eat up all the parking spaces, go up there and eat crepes.
Yeah, there's a couple of eateries up there, but that's just a matter of the line. Usually they're pretty efficient once you get up there, but you got to stand there forever and, suffer through the individual that can't figure out how to lick an envelope and close it or something. I mean, there's always something weird.
They used to have an employee there at Southern Pines who was so lazy. I mean, he was bureaucracy too with a capital B. He would sit there if the man, just to kill time so he didn't have to wait on anybody. If somebody brought a package up that wasn't taped correctly, I sit there and watched him one time spend 20 minutes taping that package for him. 20 minutes.
Well,
With over 22 people in line. He didn't care. You know, he should have handed back so it's not packaged correctly. You need to take it home, package it. But no, he did it for him because then he didn't have to wait on anybody.
well, maybe. I don't know. I
And
guess-
then when he got through packaging it, he says, "Sorry, it's time for my break."
Oh, that would have been nice.
Now he went outside in front of the post office, sat on one of the benches, and
Took his
actually
time.
the one in front of the water department, and sat there and ate some kind of pudding.
Tapioca, maybe.
And happy, yeah. And I walk as I finally get out of there and I walk by him. I just looked at him like, "You wasted piece of human flesh." But he was just there for his 20 years. He finally got him, and he's not there anymore.
Well, I try not to go to that one just because of the lines. There's always a crowd in
Ridiculous.
there.
And then the other lazy thing they do at the post office, I pay for a big old box. You know, they charge ridiculous rents. It's like
Yeah.
$300, $400 a year for that stupid box. And I ordered a little box of deposit slips. You could have fit 15 of these in my box. That's how, give you the size ratio. And I finally get to the front of the line, and she brings it up and says, "Let me ask you something. Why do you throw a yellow card in my box? That means you got something at the window." And instead of putting it in the box, I pay for this big box every year, and you throw cards in your yellow card in there instead of putting the package in there. So I get to stand in line 20, 30 minutes for a piece of mail that should have fit in my box.
Yeah, that
And you know what she said, the little lazy bitch said to me? She says, "Well, maybe your box is too full for the package." And I threw 2 letters down on the counter. I said, "That's what was in the box."
Yeah, that's a little annoying. See, we got what, 10 minutes of conversation out of a song. This is great.
Yeah, I'm going to bring it to you personally, post office. All right, let's get into something. Oh, and then I was reading on the pilot online, I'll give them credit, that a developer has put in a land plan over there next to the pit
Oh, yes.
for 515 home subdivision, residential subdivision. You know, I'm all for development. I am. But, dude, let me tell you, before you spend any more money, your hard-earned money, you might want to think twice about this project, because we're raising the awareness of the soil contamination on that street right where you're at. I mean, you're within a short distance from a pesticide chemical waste dump, which is surely leached into your soil over there.
Yeah, and that is downhill from all that garbage there. So,
You mean you're talking about the
Well, the
County dump.
pesticide. No, well, none that aside, the pesticide stuff. If I'm
Yeah.
thinking correctly, that is downhill, and yes, water flows downhill, but still groundwater. I'd be in there testing that left and right, because you don't want to build stuff on lead contaminated ground.
515 houses. Somebody pulls up an old article or listens to the station and hears about all the chemical waste that's in the soil over there.
Right.
And lead in the soil. All that's got to do is get out one time and your subdivision is dead,
Yeah.
you know, because then realtors will be to the point where they'll have to disclose to clients that there was a chemical waste dump half a mile from here.
Right.
And it did show up in the school's soil. And if you want it in yours, you want to live here, great. I'll save the house.
No, don't need it.
I'd snatch that plan right off the table and go spend my money somewhere else.
It's not worth the risk. Even if somebody wants to, well, that level of lead contamination isn't dangerous. No, baloney. Well,
the acceptable amount by the state is 0%.
Right, and the benzene and acetone, whatever else they find in the soil or well water there, it's not worth the risk to live on it.
And it's just going to get worse as the dump sites, the containers that they buried, continue over time to leak more of the chemicals.
Yeah, well, that's the thing that really grabs me is that stuff is still in the ground, people. Your lead levels and wherever else this stuff is coming from, and you have to make the assumption it's coming out of these dumps with the pesticides. It's going to get worse. There's going to be more and more of it because that stuff is still there in the ground. I don't understand why you would sit there and do this and build on it.
Well, I personally would run away from this project. But it's your money. You're welcome to spend it as you please.
I'm not sure I want to drive up and down Route 5 anymore.
Just say, let it be known that the morning show told you. And spend your money wisely. All right, let's get on with what we do and try to put a smile on your face one way or the other. Rambo First Blood came out 37 years ago in 1982. Today, Rambo is fighting his toughest battle ever, and I mean ever again.
Now in theaters, Rambo Last Dud. Rambo's much older.
What you want?
And faces his biggest challenge yet.
Do you think I can use your toilet?
Dealing with a weak bladder.
Go in before I call the police!
Rambo Last Dud.
I don't think I can hold it.
Now playing in the incontinent theaters. Check your underwear for stains and showtimes.
Yeah, who's he fighting this time?
I don't think he's actually doing the fighting. I don't know.
Oh, okay, all right. Well,
Oh, no, First Blood. I was thinking Rocky. Because he was on, what's his name? The Jimmy Fallon last night.
oh, okay.
And he comes up there and, hey, Adrian. Been hitting the head one too many times. But he didn't go political, so I was good with that.
Yeah.
Anyway, he was talking about he had an idea for another Rocky.
Oh, God.
But not one where he get hit.
That's what we need. More Rocky. Oh, man.
Ad Astra. That's such a strange name.
Ad Astra?
Yeah. Opens the theaters this weekend. That's the one with Brad Pitt in it.
Okay.
They put out a huge TV campaign for it. But when it's a space movie, you have to include Liv Tyler in these things.
Now showing, Liv Tyler is back
What are you thinking about?
in the space adventure Ad Astra.
It's crazy out there.
You loved her in 1998's Armageddon and 2014's Space Station 76.
They're calling it The Surge.
Because if it's a space movie that needs a cute actress who looks like she just got done sucking a pacifier, it's Liv Tyler in Ad Astra. Also starring Brad Pitt. Now showing.
She has the big poochy lips,
She's the one that was on Higher in the Hobbit movies, right? Wasn't she one of the elves or something?
The what?
She was in the Hobbit movies.
I didn't watch those.
Oh, okay. I saw a movie that you didn't see.
I tried to watch it, couldn't get into it. It was a 9-hour chase scene to throw a ring into a volcano.
Yeah, roughly. But
Yeah.
I just wanted to see if they were, following the books at all and all that. Interesting.
And every time the whole movie's run. You see them on YouTube and Pinterest all the time. People sharing their tips and secrets to make your life a little easier and manageable? Well, here's one you may not have thought of. Time for today's life hack. Here we go.
You want to know how to get out of that conversation? Time for today's life hack. Licking someone's face is a quick and 100% foolproof way of ending a conversation. And that's today's life hack.
Licking someone's face, that's also assault and battery. That's that would end the conversation, though. That's true. Yes, it would.
Yeah. Gramps is confused about climate change. So anyway, we'll let Gramps explain it to you.
What in the gold dang world's going on with all this nonsense about climate change? Of course there's climate change. It's cold in the winter and hot in the summer. Don't need no weather scientist telling me that. Back in my day, you got up in the morning and noticed it was cooler than when the sun was out in the afternoon. And if it was really hot, you got heat stroke. Those were the days. You want climate change? Why don't you move to the North Pole and freeze your frijoles off? That'll shrivel you up and change you real fast.
All right. All right, today's show.
Today's show is brought to you by Flashback Friday. Remember when you had a hangover in your 20s, you'd say, I would very much like a Gatorade. Now, when you have a hangover, you say, I would very much like to crawl in a hole and die.
Gatorade. I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, on the serious side, this morning's show is brought to you by Wyker Realtors, Town and Country. Whether you're ready to buy a new or used home or sell one, or even a year from now, well, call the experts at Wyker Realtors to get the service you deserve by buying or selling your home with Wyker Realtors, Town and Country. 910-235-3685, 235-3685. All righty. Let's see. This will perk up all your daddy ears out there. A family's doorbell cam recorded a little girl and her dad leaving the house. And she says,
I love you, Dad.
I love you too.
Can I promote this, Mommy?
All right, thank you for that.
In case you didn't hear it, not as much as Mommy. Yeah, you're new. Number two, you're expendable.
Yeah.
And now, my friends, there's a wearable chair that you can buy called the Lex Chair. L-E-X.
A wearable chair.
It straps to your leg and button automatically folds when you sit. And you can pre-order one for $400, and they ship in December. The company behind it is got all its funding through Kickstarter last year. Here's the explanation.
Long commutes and lots of working hours can make you feel like your body can never relax. But with the Lex, you can. We made the Lex to work in all situations for everyone. It's great for traveling and exploring new places without having to worry about your back and shoulders. The Lex doesn't limit you from physical activities. You can move, run, and jump freely with the Lex. It's designed to be a part of your body.
The Lex chair. I might have to actually go look at that.
All right.
Just out of curiosity. Just wondering. Does it have wheels? You know, is it
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Nah, that's all right.
Hang on.
I was just curious, you know, if you could swivel and roll around with it and all that.
It does not have wheels.
Oh, well.
There's a picture of it if you want to look at it.
No, it's all right. I'll get to it later.
It's just something that you strap around your waist, primarily. And then to hold it in on your butt, you have little straps that go around the top of your legs.
Oh, good.
And under it are two sticks, basically, that act as legs.
There's probably a load limit. I probably exceed it.
Doesn't look like it. The way it's
would
designed.
interfere with my concealed carry.
Let's see. I have a bunch of pictures here, and yeah, it'll let you. You look like a nerd, but it'll work.
Nerd is well, I wasn't thinking nerd. I was thinking something.
Now they got a girl wearing it with Daisy Duke pants on.
Okay.
Doesn't look nerdy there.
No. Okay.
Okay, so much for that. All right, back to my stories. Let's see. A pastor left a thief a message on his church sign. It read, "Whoever stole the AC, keep it. It's hot where you're going." Here he is talking about it.
And staying on this path is going to lead you one place, and we don't want you to go there. Our desire is to see him even come to church here. You need to turn around. You need to repent. You need to recognize that you're hurting yourself, because you're not going to wind up just before a judge here on earth, but you're going to wind up before the judge of judges, and he'll hold you accountable.
Yeah, you need to give me my AC back. It's hot.
Well, get this one.
All right.
This is liberalism gone amok here.
Yeah.
A guy in Alaska named Barrett, this is true, Barrett Fletcher, is a pastor with the Church of the Flying Monster, Spaghetti Monster, also known as Pastafarian. And the Alaska Supreme Court recently ruled that it's unconstitutional to bar anyone from giving the invocation prayer at government meetings, no matter what their religion is. So he got to do it right at an assembly meeting on Tuesday while wearing a colander on his head. Here's the audio of it. It's only 27 seconds here.
May the great flying spaghetti monster rouse himself from his stupor and let his newly appendages ground each assembly member in their seats, reminding them of the purpose of their election to this body and helping them to stay focused on the tasks at hand. And may he provide each of them satisfaction in the perception of accomplishment and allow them true relaxation and an ample supply of their favorite beverage at the end of this evening's work. Ramen.
That's just ridiculous.
Oh.
And that they would
That's where we're
recognize
at.
that as a religion. That's atrocious.
Yeah, she's been blessed by the spaghetti monster.
Yeah.
We also found this great parody of an employee training video of a fictional company called Gas and Fuel, which is pretty good here.
Oh, hi. I'm Shelly. I'm a crew trainer here at Gas and Fuel. You're in luck. I'm expecting a new trainee any minute now.
I'm new here, and I was wondering where
You must be Chris, our new wide receiver. I'm Shelly. I'll be your coach.
Nice to meet you, Shelly. But I'm a bit confused. Coach? Wide receiver? It almost sounds like I'm a member of some sort of team.
Exactly.
Huh?
You see, Chris, here at Gas and Fuel, we are a team. All of us are working together as a team towards a common goal, making Gas and Fuel the best international oil corporation in the world.
And by making the customer happy, I'm scoring a touchdown.
Right on the money, Chris.
Oh, yeah. Turn that off.
There's also so many streaming services that this guy couldn't fit them all into his commercial.
Disney Plus, Netflix, CBS All Access, Peacock, Amazon Prime Video, YouTube TV, Shudder, Voodoo, Quibi, Dazzin, Stars, the Criterion Channel. We didn't start the fire, it was always burning since the world's been turning. ESPN Plus, NBA League Pass, NFL Sunday Ticket, HBO Max, Showtime Now, Sling TV. So much that I have to see. PlayStation View, and who could forget Hulu? We're going back to cable.
Okay. All right. There are a lot of streaming services out there.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Coming up on 8 o'clock, all your latest news, sports, and weather is straight ahead, currently 49 degrees.
The weather remains quiet for the next several days. We do not have any rain in the forecast for quite a while. It will be a beautiful day out there today. Plenty of sunshine, high temperatures in the upper 70s to near 80. Clear skies overnight tonight and cool with lows in the lower 50s. A beautiful day Saturday, but it will be a warmer day. Plenty of sunshine with high temperatures in the low to mid 80s. It's sunny on Sunday with high temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. I'm meteorologist Amy Wellmuth in the Weather Center.
Broadcasting from the top of the North Carolina Sand Hills, 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM. WEEB, Southern Pines, Pinehurst, Aberdeen.
Breaking news this hour from townhall.com. I'm Wally Hines. Bill de Blasio has ended his presidential campaign. The New York mayor announcing online this morning he will continue to work for the working people. A key House Democrat is accusing the Trump administration of withholding from Congress a whistleblower complaint involving the president.
The head of the House Intelligence Committee's warning he's ready to go to court to force the Trump administration to release information about a whistleblower complaint surrounding President Trump and a conversation with a foreign leader. Adam Schiff says the Inspector General for the intelligence community labeled the complaint serious and urgent. But when Michael Atkinson appeared before the committee yesterday, he said he was under administration orders not to discuss the complaint.
Jackie Quinn. Colt is suspending production of its AR-15 assault rifles for civilians, citing changes in consumer demand and an already saturated market. Police here in the nation's capital are searching for a couple of suspects believed to be armed with an assault rifle after a series of shootings just a couple miles from the White House.
We located 6 individuals in the 1300 block of Columbia Road, sustained gunshot wounds. One of those individuals has been pronounced deceased.
Police Commander Stuart Emmerman tells WJLA-TV the other 5 sustained non-life-threatening injuries. President Trump will hear from the Pentagon today on possible options in response to the drone attack on Saudi oil refineries.
Officials speaking on condition of anonymity say the president will get a list of potential airstrike targets inside Iran. They say the president will also be warned that military action against the Islamic Republic could escalate into war. Iran has denied any involvement and has warned the U.S. that any attack will trigger an all-out war.
Mike Hempen in Washington. A judge in California is expected to rule today on whether the suspect in a fatal Passover shooting at a synagogue should stand trial. News and analysis at townhall.com.
When it comes to your pain, many of you might be skeptical, like I was, about ordering Relief Factor. Pat Boone again for this wonderful 100% drug-free supplement designed to help your own body lower or eliminate occasional aches and pains due to aging, exercise, everyday living. I'm not skeptical any longer. The 3-week quick start is now discounted to only $19.95. Why don't you let us see if we can get you out of pain, too, at ReliefFactor.com.
I'm a lawn guy and proud of it. Pro tip, watch the fall leaves. When that first bad boy drops, boom, get feeding and seeding with Scott's. Lay down Scott's Turf Builder today, and come spring, your lawn will be so thick, green, and strong, neighbors like Steve over there will be mad green with envy.
Hey, sweet lawn, Stevie.
Steve.
Don't be a Steve. Be a lawn guy. Pick up a bag of Scott's Turf Builder today. This is a Scott's Yard.
Officials in East Texas are assessing the damage after the remnants of Tropical Storm Imelda flooded the area yesterday, killing 2, including one near Houston's main airport who ignored warnings to avoid the flooded streets.
According to witnesses, for some unknown reason, he just punched it and tried to drive through it some more, which didn't make sense. They did try to go in water to see if they could pull him out to no avail.
Sheriff Ed Gonzalez speaking with KTRK TV. Some local officials say the flooding near the Gulf was worse than that caused by Hurricane Harvey 2 years ago. Lorraine has become a hurricane as it bears down on Mexico's Baja California peninsula. The chances of an end-of-month government shutdown a bit less likely this morning after the House passed a short-term spending bill and sent it on to the Senate. Thursday night football. Gardner Minshew throwing 2 touchdowns, and Calais Campbell led a defensive gem as the Jacksonville Jaguars beat the Tennessee Titans 20-7. News and analysis at townhall.com. I'm Wally Hines. Are you ready for drone deliveries? Walgreens and Google are said to be testing a system that would put drugstore products on customers' doorsteps just minutes after they were ordered.
Snacks like goldfish crackers or gummy bears, as well as aspirin for sick kids,
will be delivered starting next month in Christiansburg, Virginia, by a 10-pound drone flying as fast as 70 miles an hour, that according to the two companies. Customers will be able to order from a list of more than 100 items that includes consumer goods and cough and cold remedies, but not prescriptions. The drone will be run by Wing Aviation LLC, a subsidiary of Google parent Alphabet. Keith Peters reporting.
A former American Airlines mechanic who prosecutors say may have links to terrorists is due to enter a plea to charges that he sabotaged an aircraft with 150 people aboard. Abdul Majid Maruf Ahmed Alani is charged with deliberately disabling the Boeing 737. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Wondering what the grass-fed beef versus grain-fed beef craze is all about? Riley's Ranch of Carthage wants you to know that grass-fed beef has 2 to 5 times more omega-3s and is 2 to 3 times higher in antioxidants that protects against heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. The best place to purchase grass-fed beef is your local ranch. And Riley's Ranch in Carthage is having their beef sale September 30th. So reserve your portion of fresh, grass-fed beef today by going to rileysranch.com and clicking shop. That's RILEYS ranch.com. 5% discount for half-cow orders, returning customers, and military. The deadline is September 23rd, so order now at rileysranch.com.
At First Bank, North Carolina's largest independent community bank, we know your dream may be to make it possible for your child to achieve theirs. Whether you want to start saving for their education, to pay for a first tuition bill, or to help your student be a smart spender, First Bank offers a wide range of products and services to help you achieve your dreams. From student checking accounts to prepaid debit cards, savings accounts to home equity lines of credit, you'll find a great fit at First Bank.
This time of year, it's hard to know whether to put on a coat or short sleeves, not to mention whether to use the heat or AC. But one thing that is predictable is you absolutely need to service your heating and air system to avoid costly repairs or replacements down the road. Call Four Seasons Heating and Air to schedule your service checkup before the winter gets here and it becomes an emergency. Four Seasons Heating and Air, the company that wants you to get comfortable with them. Call 235-0606. That's 235-0606.
Hello, I'm Pat McLean, and would like to welcome you to McLean Drug. McLean Drug is located at 735 South Bennett Street. We offer easy access, friendly, helpful service, drive-through pickup, and discount drug prices. And don't forget at McLean, we offer pet and equine prescriptions. So when we say make McLean Drug your one-stop shop for all your prescriptions, we do mean all.
McLean Drug at 735 South Bennett Street in Southern Pines for all your prescription needs. 246-9355.
If you are retired or retiring soon, Delta Dental of North Carolina has dental insurance plans to fit the needs of you and your family. Our individual plans provide access to the largest network of dentists locally and nationwide, which means you may find affordable care wherever you are. Your teeth never retire. Protect them with a dental plan from Delta Dental. For more information, go online to deltadentalnc.com or call 1-800-587-9514. deltadentalnc.com.
September is a great time to purchase a new Honda from Leith Honda Aberdeen. Right now, get easy clearance pricing on all new 2019 models. With a huge selection of vehicles, great prices, and no games or gimmicks, Leith Honda Aberdeen makes it easy for you. Our service department makes it quick and easy for you as well. We mean it when we say we're easy to get to and easy to deal with. Leith Honda Aberdeen, the name you can trust.
Great news. During the Jeep Adventure Days at Leith Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Aberdeen, all new 2019 vehicles are available with easy pricing. Just ask at Leith Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Aberdeen. We make it easy for you, not only with buying a new vehicle, but when you have to service your vehicle as well. We have quick and easy oil, brake, and tire services available just for you. Leith Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Aberdeen. Easy to get to and easy to deal with. Have a great day today.
Born in Napoli, Italy, Sal Doria, owner of Fratello's restaurant in Pinehurst, makes his hand-tossed pizza with the passion of a true Italian. Fresh ingredients, homemade mozzarella, and amore. Come in and experience the ambiance of European luxury, hearty cuisine, warm hospitality, and an outstanding wine and beer list. Military families, come in and 15% of your meal is on us. Every Friday and Saturday night from 6:30 to 9:30, Fratello's welcomes Carolina's favorite piano man, Clarence Levine. Feel like staying in tonight? Fratello's has got you covered with Grubhub and DoorDash, so you can simply call in your order and have it delivered to your doorstep. We're located at 9735 U.S. Highway 15501 in Pinehurst, just a few doors down from Hickory Tavern. Fratello's Restaurant, making you fall in love with food all over again.
NCN News. I'm Mike Riley. Finally, some relief for those living in southeast Texas following days of rain. Floodwaters are slowly receding in many areas, with the storm brought on by the remnants of Tropical Storm Imelda has left at least 2 people dead. CBS News' Laura Podesta is there.
Rescue teams are not letting up, even in these overnight hours. They're working hard to clear freeways of abandoned cars. Some places may not see floodwaters recede until this weekend.
About 2,500 people came out UNC Chapel Hill last night to see Democratic presidential candidate Bernie Sanders make the first stop of his college tour. Some Sanders supporters waited in line for hours to see him speak, like Jake Dobson and Marcus Slade, who tell CBS 17.
Yeah, I've been Bernie for 2016 as a high schooler, getting into it. He's the reason I'm a poli-sci major coming in.
Hopefully gave more people more insight and more inclination of why they should vote for Bernie.
A new law will bolster the effort to test rape evidence kits and, in turn, solve crimes. Governor Roy Cooper signed the Survivor Act. This came after reports that as many as 15,000 such kits were in a backlog. State Attorney General Josh Stein says he knows it will take time to clear the backlog.
The fact of the matter is it will take a few years before this backlog is eliminated, and we wish it could be faster. It's just a function of capacity.
Global climate protests continue in major cities around the world today, days ahead of an upcoming United Nations Climate Summit in New York. Demonstrators from the U.S. to Europe, Asia, and Africa are joining protests. Student activist Aman Sharma says the crisis must be addressed immediately.
I think this is the most important issue that we need to be talking about. Forget politics, forget society. The political and social narrative of this country needs to be representing the scenario of climate change right now.
After catastrophic roadway damage from Hurricane Dorian on Ocracoke Island, the North Carolina Department of Transportation says they hope to open Highway 12 before Thanksgiving. You're listening to NCN News.
Where is the Pioneer Audio Tour taking me today? Right outside this secure door. Let's go inside. This is the Germplasm Library on the Johnston, Iowa campus, Pioneer's largest R&D center. Well, it's less library and more vault. There are racks of corn and soybean seeds going back to 1926. Ugh, and it's cold in here. 10 degrees below to be exact. I can see my own breath. This is where it all begins. The depth and breadth of Pioneer germplasm, combined with the vast knowledge of Pioneer breeders who have worked with these genetic lines for years. Together, they create a pipeline of products for maximum yield potential and consistent performance. The Germplasm Library, one of the places that makes Pioneer Pioneer. You'll hear more from me later. For now, let your local Pioneer sales representative hear from you.
The head of the Canadian government is under immense political fire.
I'm Tom Foti in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan.
I'm deeply sorry.
Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau responding to fallout from pictures and videos that have surfaced from his past, a past that included a darkened face.
I lacked respect towards people who already face tremendous discrimination, and that is something that I apologize for.
Trudeau and his party face a Canadian election in a few weeks. Tom Foti, CBS News.
Police are still investigating after a woman pushing a shopping cart was struck and killed by a train in Gastonia. James Phillips and his family live along the rail line just yards away from the site where the woman died. Sandra Burton lives near that area and tells WBTV News.
I'm thinking her buggy got stuck and the train, she had to hear it. You can't miss it.
The Coast Guard medevaced an oil tanker crew member from approximately 260 miles southeast of Cape Lookout Thursday evening. A 39-year-old man aboard the New Activity reportedly suffered injuries after experiencing a fall. An infamous nuclear power plant is shutting down today. CBS News correspondent Bud Michigan.
In 1979, it became the symbol of the potential danger of a nuclear power plant.
Please stay indoors with your windows closed.
The partial meltdown at 3 Mile Island in Pennsylvania. The company that runs 3 Mile Island says the nuclear power plant will stop producing electricity at around noon today. How much did the events of March 28, 1979 undermine public support of nuclear power? No plant proposed after the accident has been completed and put into operation in the United States. Bud Mishkin, CBS News.
Mike Rayleigh, NCN News.
Another gorgeous day out there today, and this nice weather will continue into the weekend, although temperatures will begin to climb. We'll have plenty of sunshine today, highs in the upper 70s to near 80 degrees. Clear skies and cool tonight, temperatures will get down into the lower 50s. Sunny and warm on Saturday, highs in the low to mid 80s, and more sunshine Sunday with high temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. For the North Carolina News Network, I'm meteorologist Amy Wilmoth in the Weather Center.
Clear, sunny skies, 53 degrees currently here in the Sand Hills. Humidity 96%, dew point 52, pressure 30-36, winds calm. Visibility wide open at 10 statute miles. It's 8:14. Let's take a quick look at your Sand Hills news for this Friday morning. The Taylortown Council unanimously, during a special meeting to annex property owned by Mayor Ulysses Barrett and his wife, got the unanimous vote. Council members voted at an earlier meeting to recuse Barrett from voting on the matter at his request. Barrett and his wife Diane submitted a petition for voluntary annexation back in August. The parcels are all contiguous to the current town limits. One of the two larger parcels abuts property owned by Baptist Children's Home of North Carolina that fronts on NC 211. The council voted to annex that 12-acre tract on NC 11 in May. In this case, the council voted 4-0 to adopt the annexation ordinance before adjourning the meeting. And a small neighborhood shopping area on NC 5 will lead to 515-home residential subdivision near the new Aberdeen Elementary site, according to conceptual plans presented to the Aberdeen Planning Board on Thursday. The 230-acre Martin property has been eyed for potential development. Located adjacent to the former Pitt Golf Course, now owned by Pinecrest Resort, this section of NC5 and the town of Aberdeen as a whole has become an increasingly active area for investment. Land planner Bob Kuntz of Kuntz Jones Design presented a conditional zoning request and a conditional use permit application on behalf of Mid-State Development, and he anticipated the project to have a 10 to 15-year expected build-out. That's your latest Sand Hills news this morning. Stand by. Here comes all your latest in sports right here on Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM WEEB. It is 8:17.
NCN Sports, I'm Josh Zach. The Jacksonville Jaguars are defeated no more. They started the season 0-2, but picked up their first win last night to kick off Week 3 of the 2019 NFL season. Gardner Minshew completed 20 of 30 passes for 204 yards. He had 2 touchdowns in the Jags' home victory, 20-7 over the Tennessee Titans. Colby Calais recorded 3 of the Jaguars' 9 sacks on Marcus Mariota. He said the win was an all-around strong team performance.
We did a good job tackling well, giving ourselves opportunities. We got early points. Gardner played great, especially early in the game. Gave us the early 14, and then with that kind of lead, that's our kind of style. You get the pin in his back and just go to work.
Cam Newton missed another day of practice Thursday because of a mid-foot sprain. The Panthers still have not yet said if Kyle Allen will start this weekend against the Cardinals, but it's clear that Ron Rivera is tired of being asked about it.
I'm not going to talk about it anymore, guys. Let's talk about Arizona. I haven't really talked about Arizona, so it'd be good to answer those kind of questions.
Cam, though.
I know it's about Cam, but I don't know any more until tomorrow. So let's just, let's talk about Arizona. If not, there's no reason for me to stand here.
And you felt before the opener you were 100% confident he was going to be ready to go. Where are you on that level now?
I just asked you to ask me questions about somebody else. I'm not going to do this anymore, okay?
That was Ron Rivera's mic drop moment as he walked out of the media briefing and ended the press conference early. The New York Yankees are AL East champions for the first time in 7 years after a 9-1 pounding of the Angels. However, one of their best players might not be part of the World Series run. Pitcher Domingo Herman was placed on administrative leave Thursday under the league's domestic violence policy. Yankee skipper Aaron Boone addressed that news.
This is a Major League Baseball investigation and issue, so we're just trying to be as cooperative as we can while this goes on.
Herman is tied for second in the majors with 18 victories. This is NCN Sports.
The
Tailgate Tour, driven by Continental Tire, is on the road again.
As ECU hosts William & Mary this Saturday, find the Continental Tire Toss from 2:30 to 5:30 at Stadium Sports, where 14th Street meets Charles Boulevard, leading up to the 6 p.m. kickoff.
Pick up free koozies, T-shirts, and more from Sport Clips and Continental Tire. Remember to drive with care on your Continental tires and experience the ultimate MVP haircut at Sport Clips.
Tailgate with us, BigTailgateTour.com.
Who is the North Carolina High School Athletic Association?
We are over 200,000 student athletes.
We are dedicated educators, coaches, and mentors.
We are your neighbors and friends that put on the striped shirts and officiate the games you love every week.
We are 419 member high schools from small towns and big cities, anywhere from Murphy to Manteo.
We are making a difference and building leaders of communities for the next generation.
Who are we?
We are high school.
We are the NCHSAA.
The Yankees are AL East champs for the first time in 7 years after a 9-1 pounding of the Angels. DJ LeMahieu belted a 3-run shot, and Brett Gardner provided a solo homer on a 2-run double in New York's 100th win of the season. Minnesota's 8-5 victory over the Royals allowed the Twins to maintain their 4-game lead over Cleveland in the AL Central. The Indians kept pace 7-0 over the Tigers. The St. Louis Cardinals have kept their 3-game lead over Milwaukee in the NL Central by downing the Cubs 5-4 in 10 innings at Wrigley Field. The Brewers, meanwhile, they lead the Cubs by 1 game for the second NL wild card after 5 Milwaukee pitchers combined for 16 strikeouts in a 5-1 win over San Diego. Ronald Acuna Jr. belted his 40th home run of the season, and the Atlanta Braves clinched at least a tie for the National League East title. They downed the Philadelphia Phillies 5-4. Josh Zach, NCN Sports.
September is a great time to purchase a new Honda from Leith Honda Aberdeen. Right now, get easy clearance pricing on all new 2019 models. With a huge selection of vehicles, great prices, and no games or gimmicks, Leith Honda Aberdeen makes it easy for you. Our service department makes it quick and easy for you as well. We mean it when we say we're easy to get to and easy to deal with. Leith Honda Aberdeen, the name you can trust.
Great news. During the Jeep Adventure Days at Leith Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Aberdeen, all new 2019 vehicles are available with easy pricing. Just ask at Leith Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Aberdeen. We make it easy for you, not only with buying a new vehicle, but when you have to service your vehicle as well. We have quick and easy oil, brake, and tire services available just for you. Leith Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Aberdeen. Easy to get to and easy to deal with. Have a great day today.
At Weichert Realtors Town and Country, we understand that when a seller or home buyer walks into a large real estate agency, they run the risk of getting an inexperienced realtor. That's why all our brokers are senior-level real estate experts that meet the highest standards of market knowledge and integrity. Our team members, led by owner-broker Debbie Serino, average 23 years experience and will provide you with impeccable industry knowledge, close guidance, and valuable market information. Weichert Realtors Town and Country wants to welcome Tim Warman, who works exclusively with sellers and brings with him proven systems to help you get your home sold for the most amount of money and, more importantly, the shortest amount of time. Come into Weichert Realtors today at the corner of Rattlesnake and McCaskill Road in Pinehurst, or call us at 910-235-3685. That's 910-235-3685. Weichert Realtors Town and Country, ready to work for you. Each office is independently owned and operated.
This is Chuck from Sunbelt Service Pros. Are you just not feeling it anymore with your AC service provider? Are you calling those guys because that's what you've always done, or because there's a sticker on the thermostat with an old phone number on it? How about this? Take a chance and you'll be thrilled to find that you're getting real value for your heating and cooling dollars. When you call Sunbelt Service Pros, you are dealing with a professional and reliable service provider. Our technicians are highly trained and certified and can quickly address any issues. Our customers find our technicians and office staff courteous, friendly, and professional throughout the whole process. We're doing something right here. You need to check us out. Find out what you've been missing and call us today. Sunbelt Service Pros at 910-944-2044 or go online to sunbeltservicepros.com.
Do you have chronic pain issues but hate the thought of addictive opioids or harmful over-the-counter drugs like Tylenol or ibuprofen? Well, by now you've probably heard about cannabidiol oil, or CBD for short, derived from industrial hemp plants and grown right here in North Carolina. Hemp-extracted CBD oil has been shown to have little to no side effects, but help with issues such as chronic pain and inflammation, anxiety, depression, sleep regulation, and more. It's healing without the high, and you don't have to pay an arm and a leg to benefit from it. Stop in at Flowland in Aberdeen to discuss how CBD oil can help benefit you. Flowland offers high-quality products at the lowest prices on the market. Flowland, serving Moore County for almost 2 decades. Located on US 1 next to Allstate Glass in Aberdeen. Call 910-757-0244 for more information.
Jump into the fire at Brick's Wood Fire Pizza in the Cole Shopping Center and check out their new menu. In addition to the great selection of wood-fired pizzas, Brick's Wood Fire Pizza has wood-fired wings in 3 flavors. Delicious soups, pastas, salads, and sandwiches, all made fresh daily. Your choice of craft beers on tap or favorite wine. Brick's Wood Fire Pizza is a community partner supporting our schools in the arts and sports and other nonprofits. Jump into the fire at Brick's Wood Fire Pizza, Cole Shopping Center, Southern Pines. Open every day at 11 a.m.
You can jump into the fire, and I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free.
Pride Plumbing is proud to serve Moore County with superior workmanship and dependable plumbing service, including 24/7 emergency service. Like the name says, we take pride in our work and your safety. Our employees must pass background and drug tests and share Pride Plumbing's reputation for quality service. From simple leaky faucets to new water heaters and sewer lines, backflow testing and installation, drain cleaning, plumbing repairs, and, if necessary, replacement and remodeling. A family business with over 50 years of prideful service. Go online to callprideplumbing.com and check out our 5-star customer reviews. We offer a 10% discount to all veterans and active military. Call Pride Plumbing of Moore County at 910-295-0152. 910-295-0152. Serving with pride since 1965.
Neck, shoulder, or back pain can be downright debilitating. If you have those issues, you already know that, and you don't need me to tell you about the opioid crisis. There's another, better way. I'm talking about chiropractic, a healing art that's also science. Dr. Sharon Wright of Wright Chiropractic in Seven Lakes invites you to come in for a discussion about how chiropractic works and could work for you. To be sure, there are many of you out there that have reached the proverbial dead end trying to treat and manage your pain.
This is Dr. Wright. I can't guarantee I can fix every problem, but I will tell you honestly whether chiropractic can be of help for your particular issue. Living with pain is not always the only option. Doesn't it make sense to explore every avenue before resigning yourself to the limitations of pain? Call our office today to schedule a consultation and start living again. 673-2225.
Are you tired of trying to get a handle on your water chemistry? Is your pool green every time you turn around? Is your spa water cloudy or foamy? Well, Southern Tropics Pools and Spas can help. We offer free water testing and have the experience and knowledge to keep your water sparkling clear all year long. We sell the highest quality chemicals, formulated without fillers or binders. No gimmicks, no Band-Aids, just results. We're across US 1 from the new Ford dealership, right between Gulf Augusta and the Smoke Inn. Southern Tropics Pools and Spas.
Hello, I'm John Zumwalt, and you're in the Zumwalt Zone. My son and I went to see the Hurricanes play a couple of nights ago. Thanks to a good friend, we had some wonderful seats. Now, I know very little about hockey. However, having gone ice skating once, I was able to pick up on a couple of small details. First, apparently, when you skate, you do not have to fall down every 3 or 4 feet. Another fact I'd like to pass on to you is that if you're traveling very fast towards a wall, you do not have to hit the wall really hard and almost knock yourself out. There is a way to stop. Danged if I could tell how they do it, though. One question I did leave with was, when do these guys decide it's time to fight? I see them crash together. One goes flying into a wall, and then they get up and skate away. 2 minutes later, a couple of guys are fighting. Every time they made contact, I'd think, okay, here we go. But nope. What gives them ice rage? One thing you can count on, there's always a guy in any sport with a gut in the stands who's better than anybody on the other team. He was behind us this time. He kept yelling things like, "Are you kidding me? How could you miss that?" When he would yell that, I would covertly point to him. I didn't want one of those tough guys to look up there and think it was me. As previously stated, I wasn't sure what might set them off. But I'm now a hockey fan in the Zoom Walk Zone.
The weather remains quiet for the next several days. We do not have any rain in the forecast for quite a while. It will be a beautiful day out there today. Plenty of sunshine, high temperatures in the upper 70s to near 80. Clear skies overnight tonight and cool with lows in the lower 50s. A beautiful day Saturday, but it will be a warmer day. Plenty of sunshine with high temperatures in the low to mid 80s. It's sunny on Sunday with high temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. I'm meteorologist Simi Wellmouth in the Weather Center.
And now, the Sandhills' #1 morning show. Mornings with the Leader Man. Here on Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM WEEB. And heard and seen around the world at talk973.com.
The best part of waking up is waking up with us.
Happy Flashback Friday. And might I say, you look just as amazing now as you did last Friday.
What are you guys doing up so early?
I'm listening to a dumb nonsense radio show.
Oh, that radio show.
Actually, it's my favorite, too. We have standards. Incredibly low standards.
Good thing it's Friday. Today is Friday.
Oh, thank God, Friday, TGIF.
Thank God it's TGIF.
Let's start this weekend. It's showtime.
Good morning, Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM WEEB. Welcome back to the most listened to program in all of the Sandhills. It's time once again for Mornings with the Leader Man. I am Steve Leader Adams, along with the Colonel, retired Marine Colonel Jeff Drummond. Good morning, Colonel.
Oh, hey, good morning, Moore County. Good morning, unfortunate Aberdeen, as named by the pilot. Hey, the weather is absolutely great. Perfect day to clean up your yard, cut the grass, or maybe play some golf, take a walk, do some outside activities. So get up and get at them.
All right, you got your standing orders. Don't forget, of course, we are being heard and seen around the world on our live video stream. That's available right now at talk973.com. Top middle of the page is the home page. We'll get you there if you're on your mobile device. Your YouTube app does the work. Put Mornings with the Leader Man in the search. If you're just looking at our audio stream, that's available also. On your mobile device, you'll need a streaming platform such as TuneIn, iTunes, or Streamo. They're all free and available at your app store. Just start one of those up, put WEEB into the search of what you want. If you're on our website, you can get it by going to the website at talk973.com. Look in the upper right-hand corner of any of our web pages where it says, On the Air, Listen Live. Tap that once, and you're listening that quick. Weather for us today here in the Sandhills is just, we got a warming trend upon us. But remember what time of the year it is. We've still got summer on us. But the dew points, the humidity, all down. And we're going to stay down for a little while. So take advantage of it while you can, because I doubt we've seen the last of the ugly stuff. Sunny today, 80 for a high, clear and 53 tonight. It's 86 for Saturday and Sunday, and then Monday, Tuesday, we're up there in the upper 80s each day, right on through next Thursday. But the dew points stay in check, which is the good thing. We can handle those temperatures with low dew points. And right now around the Sandhills, winds are calm, visibility 10 statute miles. Pressure is 30-36, dew point, the important dew point, down in the very comfy range of 52. Humidity 96%, is sunny and 53 degrees currently here at Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM WEEB. All right, it is 8:32 past the hour on this TSIF Thanksgiving Friday. What to do? Well, first thing we do, things we need to know today so we do not sound stupid. A photo has surfaced of Justin Trudeau, Canada's Prime Minister, wearing brown face makeup at a party at a private school where he was teaching in the spring of 2001. What did the Democrats have to say? Cricket, 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 cricket. Yeah, you know, when Kavanaugh, no, is it Kavanaugh?
Yeah, it was Kavanaugh.
Did he wear blackface?
Oh, no.
That was
the blackface was the current governor of Virginia.
Yeah.
And the rapist is the attorney general, or well, he's alleged to have raped someone.
Yeah, it's quite okay for them because they're Democrats.
Yeah.
And Justin Trudeau can come out and say, "Oh, yes, it's shameful, but I'm a Democrat."
Yeah.
So I'm a liberal. So be sure to keep that in mind before you pass judgment on me.
Yep.
And it was a poor decision, and I take responsibility. But
well, and you know,
all that crap's a bunch of nothing.
It is. It's baloney. In this particular case, as much as Justin Trudeau or Knucklehead, whatever his name is, deserves to be thrown in the trash can, it's not because of that.
No.
I mean, he was at, I think I read it was a theme party, Aladdin or something, so he put on some darker makeup to, you know,
do the part.
Yeah, what was Arabian? Oh, it was Arabian Nights thing. Yeah, so, you know, all right, fine. You know, don't do it anymore. He apologized, said it was not the right thing, and that should be the end of it. So, you know.
AT&T is said to be exploring ways of getting rid of DirecTV. They just bought it. And they've thoroughly screwed it up. Now they want to get rid of it?
Yep. Yeah, they've trashed it, and now they just want to ruin everybody's experience with it.
Brand new in Seattle, Dream Boys Espresso, where hunky men in their shirts, I should say with their shirts off, serve up coffee. It's a little portable, one of those street vendor things.
Okay. Yeah, we need one of those here in Southern Pines.
Yeah. So you can get some of that chest hair in your coffee.
Yep.
You'll love that.
There you go.
Oh, it's chest hairs in my coffee. It tastes so much better. Lady Gaga's new makeup line is now out there and available on Amazon with everything under $30. The only thing is you have to have all 7 products to have a complete job. Louise Singnor. Anyway, she lives in the Bronx, New York. She is 107 years old. And she says the secret to her long life is maintaining a healthy diet, regular exercise, and the fact she never got married.
Yeah, okay. Actually, statistics would dispute that comment, but, you know.
And I was in the doctor's office the other day, and there was this young lady in there. She must have been 92, 93, somewhere in there. You ever want to shock an older person, go up to her and say, "Young lady, can I ask you a question?"
Yeah, well.
They go like, "Are you talking to me?" Why, of course. Anyway, at the doctor's office, they have a jigsaw puzzle on the table. And she went over and said it very slowly, went over there and sat at it. And started doing the jigsaw puzzle, putting them together. Then she slowly stood up and bent down. I was wondering what she was doing. She was bending down to drop a piece that fell.
Oh, okay.
And then slowly got back up and slowly sat down. I went, well, if I'd known the piece was there, I would have helped her. And then she, it was her time to go to the back. She was there when I got there, so no telling how long she waited. I waited 3 hours.
Yeah, jeez.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's another thing. Let me finish up with her. And it was her turn, and she got up very slowly, got her walker, and very slowly maneuvered the waiting room area and disappeared behind the doors. And I said, nobody's with her, so she must have driven.
Yeah, it could be, or they got dropped off,
You see, every day my mission that's assigned by the forces of nature drive me to find the slowest person in the county and get behind them. I thought after I had waited 3 hours to be seen, and yes, I had an appointment. I had a 10 o'clock appointment. Got saw at 1.
Right.
Hope he had a good lunch. But anyway, I know that I said to myself, you watch me end up behind that old lady somewhere. But she was a sweet woman. What else was I going to say? I don't know. We'll move on. Let's see. Orange Pepsi. They made 1,100 bottles of the stuff, orange color. Tastes like Pepsi, to salute the Cleveland Browns as they make their first appearance on Sunday Night Football in 11 years this Sunday. They'll be giving away the stuff at the special tailgate party prior to the game.
Orange Pepsi.
Yeah. Yum, yum. Yeah, you see orange, you expect it to taste orange.
Yeah, you would think so.
U.S. Dish is looking for the ultimate Stephen King fan. If you're the winner of their contest, you'll watch 13 movie adaptations of his spookiest stories and get paid $1,300 for it. If you're looking for something to worry about, some experts are saying that North Korea could have 40 nuclear bombs by next year.
Great.
Yeah. So stupid doesn't do anything stupid.
Yeah, they live in the Stone Age, so they would like everyone else to live in the Stone Age. Instead of joining the larger society of mankind.
Another study says that Orlando is the most dangerous city to walk in. I guess everything's not so happy outside of Mickey Mouse's domain.
Well, what's the problem? Is it traffic or people robbing you, or it doesn't say?
Doesn't say.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
but
it could be
whatever it is
yeah.
if you're walking, you're in danger.
Okay.
There's a company that's offering a one-night stay at the North Pole for a mere, how much you think they charge?
At the North Pole? Too much.
Well, yeah.
Well, hey, what's your claim to fame? Hey, I spent a night at the North Pole. Okay, knucklehead. Good for you. I don't have no clue. $10,000.
$105,000.
$105,000
for a night of misery. Half of for that price, they better have a heated home waiting up there for me.
Yeah, and hopefully there's no polar bears about. Boy.
Half of Americans 65 and over tip more than 20% at restaurants, the highest of any group.
No, I do not. So, get over it.
Well, you're not over 65.
No, not yet.
World Car Free Day is this Sunday, where people are urged not to use their car all day.
Okay. I will anxiously await that day so I can drive down the road and not have to worry about traffic.
You've heard about that climate change confession page on NBC, and people are just mocking it on their own site.
Oh, are they? Good.
Yeah, you're supposed to confess your sins on there.
Oh, your climate sins?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I would like to read some of that. That's on MSNBC?
On NBC.
On their webpage, the NBC webpage. Yeah. I'll have to go look for that.
Yeah, and people are writing in, I drive a SUV and I love it every day.
Yep, there you go.
A survey of 2,000 Brits showed that those over the age of 55 were the happiest, while those in the 25-34 range were the least happy. Tomorrow was supposed to be the day that people stormed Area 51. The original organizer has called it off, but some people still plan to show up. Should be interesting. I wonder why he called it off. Did he get paid off?
Probably.
And now Nike has dropped Antonio Brown in light of all the accusations being made about him.
I've been reading so much stuff about him. For whatever reason, it flashes by on website. So, Antonio Brown has done this, and that. And I'm reading it. If half of that is true, he's the biggest jerk living. He is. He's got to be.
Well, he's very full of himself.
Apparently.
iOS 13. We don't have iPhones here. Anyway, their latest version of Apple's operating system is now available for download. Be the first to screw your phone up. Let other people download it, complain, let them then patch it 2 or 3 times. That's when you get it. Today's impossible question. On average, women will clean these once a month, while men clean them once a year. What might these things be?
Your socks. Your windshield on your car.
You're getting close. Windows in your house.
Oh, okay.
From a Did You Know category, 10% of guys in a Match.com survey say they have changed their phone number after a first date.
That's cool. Change your phone number after a date. Oh, man.
I think what you need to do is get a disposable phone for this person.
Right.
And if they work out, then you can give them your real number. If not, toss the disposable in the trash. Survey says that 27% of people would get an IRS tattoo if it meant they never had to pay taxes again.
Oh, sure. Hey, where did I have to get it? On my forehead or just anywhere?
At least on your neck.
Yeah. Well, hey, never have to deal with the IRS again? Sure, why not?
Yeah, put it on my butt.
Well, yeah, okay. It has to be visible.
My hard-toned butt.
Like on the back of my hand or something like that, yeah.
10% of married couples say they met each other at the gym.
Yeah, lots of people meet at the gym.
Only 5% of kids say their parents don't do anything embarrassing.
Only 5%? I think that's kind of high.
14% of adults say they've had a drink or two before going to the dentist.
No.
So is he. According to a survey, 30% of us do not test drive a car until we know what we want. 175 million of Girl Scout cookies are sold in the U.S. each year. Is that boxes or actual cookies?
I would say units, as in boxes.
A survey says that Americans eat salad dressing an average of 38 times a year.
38 times.
I would say every time I have a salad.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Sometimes I don't put salad dressing on. Sometimes just not in the mood.
Oh, me. All right. Oh, really? Looking here, it says the best car colors for resale value. Number 1, silver.
Oh, yeah. It's the bland stuff. White, black, silver. You don't want to get red and blue because, those are somehow more personal colors. So they do an article on that, and they change every now and then.
You know what I saw yesterday? It cost about between $60,000 and $70,000. A Corvette. That was all purple.
Purple Corvette. Okay.
I'd be so ashamed.
Well,
the worst colors for resale value: bright yellow, orange, and purple.
Yeah. I had a friend that had a Javelin, a purple Javelin. That was the ugliest car ever. Plum, I think it was called. It was terrible.
That's one of those cars that it's the only one on the lot.
Yeah, yep.
And you want it so bad right now.
Yeah.
You're willing to grin and bear it. That's how they get sold. No, if I'm spending $60,000 to $70,000 for a car.
Yeah. Well, my father-in-law, that's what he would do. He'd always go buy the one that was sticking out like a sore thumb because they couldn't sell it. It was usually a year old, yellow or something.
Yeah.
And then get a great deal on it.
Well, that too. I can't imagine the dealership ordering it.
Well, I don't.
Unless it's a special order.
I don't know. I don't think, I think they have to take sometimes what they get. Well, that's back. I don't know how it works today. So, I guess they order their own cars in their own colors.
If they sent me a purple Corvette, I'd be calling the dealership. Purple? Really?
Yeah.
I got to take a purple Corvette? All right. Let's get into our rim shot mode. See if we can tack your funny bone with that one. Okay. Well, give me 2 seconds to clean up the desktop. Systems tray. And now we can play. All right, rim shots. Brad Pitt says he won't campaign for an Oscar. He's not in movies for awards, he says. He's in them to give your wife something to think about during sex.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Arsenio Hall is getting a Netflix special. It will stream with Eddie Murphy's in a block called They're So Old, They're Literally Deaf Comedy Jam. Let's see here.
Arsenio Hall, that was what, back in the 80s?
Yeah.
Man, he's ancient then.
Had a talk show that failed,
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
This year, there's a sexy Mr. Rogers Halloween costume for women. It's for the girl who wants to say, won't you be my neighbor with benefits? Miami Dolphin quarterback Josh Rosen will start against the Cowboys on Sunday. Rosen's funeral arrangements will be announced on Monday. Bill Gates reveals his worst fear in a new Netflix documentary. The documentary is called Pay More Than $5 for a Haircut. Because he always looks like somebody set a bowl on his head.
Oh.
Cut his hair.
Yeah, there's a couple of people around here like that, too.
And there was an old Johnny Carson joke, Bill Gates being the richest man in the world. Obviously, it was 93. Back then, it was like $93 million. Or maybe it was 90. It was Jay Leno. That's who it was. He said Bill Gates came out today. He's the richest man in the world at $93 billion. He said, obviously, a good haircut costs $93 billion and $1.
Yeah, he's got a size 8 Tupperware bowl. That's what he uses for a haircut.
A Russian lab storing smallpox, Ebola, and the plague exploded. The lab is still not as infectious as the average contestant on Bachelor in Paradise.
Ooh, wow.
The average millennial is almost $28,000 in debt. Hence, Elizabeth Warren's new campaign slogan. Hence, Elizabeth Warren's new campaign slogan. I'll give you $28,000. I don't know how they can get on the stage and says, I'm going to give you free health care. Yes, we can afford it. We'll tax the big bad rich guy. Yeah. Oh, he's going to stay around and let you take all his money. Yeah. You think? I don't. If he's that rich, he can leave.
The flow
and he will.
The flow of money out of this country, if either one of them are elected, upon election, will cause a hurricane and tornado-like event as the money flows out of here.
They won't have a data line big enough to get all those ones and zeros through it.
Yeah. There'll be people leaving with briefcases and bags and trunks full of cash.
The average millennial is almost, I already did that. All right, doctors say exercise daily delays Alzheimer's. Keep in mind all those days you nap on the futon. Instead of working out, well, you won't remember them at least. If you went into a long John Silver yesterday and talked like a pirate, well, you got some free food. Unfortunately, the free food was all you could eat plankton. And photos of Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau in blackface came out yesterday. He spent the whole day apologizing, and then the pictures came out. And just like that, Bieber is now the second most embarrassing Justin from Canada.
Well, Trudeau also, he did something else in college or something too. Same kind of thing. So they're nailing him for that. Yeah, all the little stuff, all the little dirty things.
Well, they got 3 episodes where he went painting himself, and a video with the video. Anyway, their campaign season started yesterday. It ends in 30 days. We'll see if he can recuperate quick enough, because he's got some other scandals up there going on and been accused of, and so forth and so on. All right, let's stuff a little knowledge in our head, why don't we? I said nerdly.
And now it's time for...
Random facts. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, random facts for today. Maybe a spare, which would equal 5. Greenland extends north, south, east, and west of Iceland.
Okay.
The marshmallows and Lucky Charms cereal have a name. They're called Marbits. 4 of the main characters in Frozen are named Hans, Kristoff, Anna, and it's 7. Or is it 7? Yeah, it's 7. S-V-E-N. Would that be?
Sven.
My bad. Sven, says the man who's been around the world.
Yeah.
They did this as a tribute to Hans Christian Andersen. The movie is based off of his story, The Snow Queen. Belarus is the largest country in the world without any mountains at 80,155 square miles. Lithuania is the second largest.
Lithuania, yeah, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I would have never guessed that. Belarus, yeah, I can understand that.
And the last time a song that was just an instrumental was number 1 on the Billboard charts was, I guess it's Han Hammer's Miami Vice theme. The J is pronounced H in Spanish, right?
Yeah, usually.
Or is it Jan Hammers?
I don't know. I can't see it, so...
Jan.
Jan. Could be Jan Hammer.
All these names, I can't keep them up. Are Slovakian names.
I don't know who he is, so... Yeah. And it may be Jan, so you never know.
Yeah, it might be a woman. We're insulting here. Who knows? I think he's Jean.
Okay.
Jean-Luc. Jean-Luc Amour.
Well, that'd be Jean. Jean.
All right. Well, anyway, so it goes for this Friday and this week. Have yourself a great, safe weekend. We'll see you back bright and early tomorrow, Monday, for a mundane Monday. Until then, be sure to support all the mom and pop businesses you hear on our airways, because they are the backbone of our economy here in Moore County. Your money will stay here, roll over, and create jobs for all of us. And don't forget, millions of Americans have fought and they have died to give and protect the freedoms that you get to enjoy today. Live today worthy of their and their family's sacrifice. I'm Steve Leader Adams, and the Leader Man And Nick and Colt the dog will all see you at 2 o'clock this afternoon at the Less Humid Dog Park.